This nigga is not vacuuming while I'm. Hold on. Mira, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ann-Adeva and I am black. I've been in Germany already for like 3 weeks now, if not 4 already. I don't really have that much to say. And also one thing that I felt when I was in Namibia, when I came back, right? My friend Nandi had sent me a message wishing me a happy birthday. And I didn't reply to the message because first of all, I was very busy when I was in Namibia. I was literally doing something every single day. Like when I was looking back at the vlogs, especially the Swakopmund vlog, you will not believe that I had only 6 days in Swakopmund, and that's what I did in 6 days. I was doing something every single day. The first day we went to the beach, the second day we went to the spa, the third day we had a dinner, the fourth day we had another dinner, the fifth day we went to the beach again, and then we went out to eat at a different restaurant. Like we did it's like something every single day. We went shopping, we did a lot in those just 6 days. When I came back, I was also like, damn, I didn't really do that much. But when I was looking back at the vlogs, I was like, damn, Ash, you was really out there. When she sent me happy birthday, I didn't reply. And then when I came back, I was just like, yeah. I didn't also realize that so many people from Namibia wanted to meet and hang out with me. I just thought like it was like, I don't know how to say, I just thought like nobody cares, okay? And she also said the same thing to me. Like Nandi also said that she feels a lot of the time that people just don't care. And I feel that way a lot of times. Like even doing sit down videos, I don't want to do them because I feel like nobody cares about what I have to say. Like nobody cares. Like I could come on here and tell people I want to unalive myself. Like nobody cares. Nobody would give a damn. Like they'll just watch probably even for 2 minutes and then stop watching the video. Like nobody cares. Maybe it's something I have to get over. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm internalizing everything. But genuinely, I feel like nobody cares. So with that being said, let's move on to the next topic. Okay, how was my trip in Namibia? Genuinely, my trip was very nice. Overall, it was a good trip. It was nice to be with my family again because the main reason why I wanted to go home this time around was to be with my family. The second reason is a reason I can't tell you. I will tell you when vlogmas starts, okay? Then I'll tell you guys. And if you're mad at me, swallow the blade, in the words of the dog. And third of all, I went back home because I had to set up like my Namibian bank accounts, get a new Namibian number, all those things because of the financial journey. I want to move some of my money to my Namibian bank accounts because I have some other financial goals on that end that I want to finish because I'm 27, I'm going to be 28 next year, and after that I'm going to be 29. Then I'm gonna be 30 and I'm just trying to plan my life, okay? I'm just trying to set my life up the way that I want it to be when I'm like retired, old, whatever. Yeah, what has changed for me, I would say physically, like with the eyes. First of all, there were so many petrol stations, gas stations. There's been a recent discovery of oil in Namibia, so I guess maybe that's why. But there's like a whole lot of gas stations, petrol stations. Like it's become almost like a shabin that you see a service station somewhere. There are so many service stations and there are so much more homeless people, like adults and children on the streets. This is not something that you saw a lot, and usually when you saw homeless people was like in the city center, in the central business district, and like affluent neighborhoods like Pioneers Park, Simbabasia, those ones. But now you also see them even in Komasdal. You'll see street kids and homeless people like begging for money. They're like everywhere now. And that's very sad, but yeah, that's a topic for another day. But that's also something that I noticed. And another thing that I also noticed is that people didn't really change. Like people didn't really change, especially in my street. Like people didn't really change. Like people are still the same, living the same life, doing the same things every day, drinking every weekend, fighting with each other, going to jail. Like and I really thought that life was gonna change. I thought like people were gonna change and grow because I grew so much in the time that I've been away from home that even when I went back home, it was hard for me to talk to people that I used to talk to so much when I got back, because I was just like, bruh, you're still talking about that same stuff. Like you're still talking about that same stuff. Like you're still impressed by that same stuff. Like that's lame, you know? I realized when I went back home that I really did a lot of internal growth. I didn't know, like, you know, here in Germany, I'm mostly by myself. I say that all the time, but that's for real. I'm mostly by myself. So when I'm growing or I'm becoming a better person, or there are changes that I'm making physically or internally, it's hard to notice those changes because it's only me that gets to see the results of what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? So when I went back home, I had a lot of boundaries that I learned, or that I grew, or that I enforced. I don't know what to say, but I had a lot of boundaries. And when I went back home, it was just like me instilling those boundaries, you know. It was just me like saying to people like, no, I'm not gonna do this, no, I'm not gonna go there, no, I'm not gonna spend money on this, you know. It was me saying no a lot, and I'm really proud of myself that I've like reached this point of saying no, and also reached this point of not feeling bad for other people. I always used to feel bad for the other person. Like before I would say no to an invitation or something, I would feel like, oh, but maybe no one else wants to go with her, maybe I'm the only friend who wants to go with her, so I should just go. Like even if I don't want to go, no, if I don't want to go, I don't go, and that's all, what, period. So that's also one thing that I learned, that I was really shocked that I was able to stick to genuinely and say, you know what, I don't give a damn, I don't care a damn. I was also really shocked at the amount of friends that I made from this side that I've never met. And when I left again, they were all like, oh, I wish I saw you, and I was just like, on the one hand, I understand maybe they were waiting for me to say, hey, do you want to hang out? But on the other hand, I already took the flight. So when we are planning, if I already did the work to fly there, are you gonna die if you just send me a text and say, hey, do you want to get some coffee? Like, Okona, you see the juxtaposition there, you know? Because at this juncture, I feel like we are both adults, and if you want to see someone, you can also just text them and say, hey, I would really like to see you, and then they all say, oh, cool, let's see each other. Or anyways, that's something that I just felt like was like, bro, what do you want me to do about it? Like, what can I say? I'm just a bystander. I just work here. Yeah. But I felt that was really like question marky, because I don't know, I just feel like if I want to see someone, I'll just text them and like want to see them. Yeah. And also I didn't text a lot of people like to hang out with them when I got there, because I was just like, what are we going to talk about? First of all, like, what are we going to talk about? Maybe yes, we reply to each other's stories, but what will we converse about when we meet in person, you know? Or is it just for the other person to come to the lunch or the dinner or the brunch and make a video of me for their story, like, oh, she's back, I got to see her, we're friends? Like, do you see where I'm going with this? Yeah. I met one person though who actually had the gumption, the gall, the audacity, the nerve to text me and say, hey, do you want to get something to drink? And I met with my new friend Potrix, which was really beautiful, and we went on a friendship date, and it was really cute, and she planned everything. Okay, bonus points. She was like, do you want to go somewhere? Let's go to this place, they have really nice cocktails, I want to do this, I want to do that, what are we gonna wear? Like, I was like, yes girl, yes mama, give it to me, you know? Like, that's where I'm at, because I feel I'm always the one making the effort. So if I meet someone new and they're not making any effort, I don't make the first move, because I'm just like, once the moves are starting to be made, like me and my friends, right, it's like pew pew, okay? It's like plans back to back, pew 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 pew. You know what I mean? Like, I texted Diana texted me like, hey, you're back, when can we hang out? I hung out with Diana. Hey, English. I hung out with Diana on the Tuesday. And then she said on the, like, when we were chilling, she was like, bruh, are we not gonna make a farewell dinner? And I was like, well, what do you mean a farewell dinner? Like, who's even gonna come? Because again, I think that nobody cares. Then she was like, dude, even if we're just, then I was like, we're just gonna be 4. Then she was like, yeah, it doesn't matter, we can just be 4. So then I made a WhatsApp group with all my friends, and I was like, guys, I'm having a farewell dinner tomorrow, let's go out here. If you can come, please indicate. Like, no pressure. Some people came afterward, like Genevieve came straight from work, Tina came straight from work. Like, people actually really showed up, and Genevieve couldn't stay long because she had like other commitments, but she still came and she stayed like the hour and a half and she spoke to everyone. And it's just like, wow, like she really took time out of her day to come sit and just like be with me and say bye to me one more time. Like, how beautiful is that? Even the first time when I met her, like when we went out to eat, she was also coming straight from work. And honestly, I understand how exhausting it is to do something straight after work. And Genevieve stayed with me. I think she stayed with me until like 9 or 10, I don't know, but she stayed until late and then she went home. And it's really, really beautiful. Even Mel stayed after work with me. Everybody, y'all my niggas. People made effort to see me because they wanted to see me. People who didn't make effort to see me were all texting me afterwards. Oh, I can't believe you left without seeing me. Okay, sorrows, prayers. Like, what do you want me to say about that? If I want to see someone, I will text them and like try to see them. Like, I met this girl at the fashion show in Cologne. Her name is Sachi. I texted Sachi. And Sachi was like, hey, you and I need to hang out. She said that on my TikTok in the comments. And then I DM'd her and I said, my sister, let's hang out. Where are we hanging? Because I was like trying to see her vibe also and get to know her a little bit. And she's actually really cool. So now her and I, we made plans to hang out for New Year's. Young Tall, we made plans. The plans are being made. So therefore, if they wanted to, they would, bruh. That's all I'm trying to say. This dress is so beautiful. Jesus, like this is such a beautiful dress. Anyways, if they wanted to, they would. You know what I mean? My family has fallen apart, guys. I hate to say it, but my family has fallen apart. Like, ever since my grandmother's funeral, I felt like, okay, maybe we're gonna drift apart, you know, because there were some people that genuinely were just forcing themselves to be part of the family for the sake of my grandmother, you know, like, because my grandmother is like a get-together girl, you know, or she was like a get-together girl, like, let's do something together, this person did something, everybody come to my house, always like that. So when she passed, it was like everyone who was doing their duty as a family member to just be there because she's the one that, you know, always wanted us to be together, they left, you know. So I was like, yeah, it's cool, you know, no hard feelings, we know you guys didn't want to be fuck with us anyways, like, it's chill, like, oh,
give a fuck. Do I look like I give a fuck? Because I don't. I don't care. I don't care. I'm great.
So they left, right? And they left, I understood. I was like, it's chill, you know, they left, they're not part of the family anymore, it's fine. But now that my grandmother is gone, like, nobody talks to anybody, bro. Like, I only talk to my aunt and my uncle, my 2 uncles. That's it. Like, I don't talk to my cousins like that, like we used to. I don't talk to anybody in my family, and that's like real, bro. That's real. Like, when I went home, I just stayed with like my immediate family, my mom and my siblings. I didn't like go visit anybody. I was just like, bruh, like, because also, how do I just go pull up to people's houses if we haven't spoken like in 4 years, bro? I get it, other African people do that, like people in my family, they do that. Like, when I was there, my mom was like, yeah, her brother wanted to come see me, and I was just like, yo, who? No, immediately not. Because for me, it's like, I understand African family structures and like blood is blood and we have to be loyal to our family no matter what, because family is all we have at the end of the day. I get that. However, if we don't have contact, what's the point of us seeing each other? Like, for me, that's just really cringe. And also, in terms of like family, do you know how many emergencies I've had in the 4 years that I've been living here? I was almost deported. I was visa-less. I was struggling to get into university. I had to repeat a semester. I didn't have work. I was hospitalized. I was injured. In 4 years, all these things have happened, right? And I have not heard from those people. So my chat is, you don't care about my well-being. You're coming over for me to do what? Like, and then I have to now go buy beers to entertain these people. because I came from Germany and then we have to cook food to feed these people and then we have to buy the food because ek is net een mens ook, jy moet ook there on though. I'm only one person, so I have to go buy all these things for these people. Me yeah, got me all the way messed up. Like, no, that's also something that I noticed. And it's chilled, guys. Like, family is not that deep. Family is not that deep, because at the end of the day, it's about the people that show up for you. And I understand, especially as an African person, you feel that extreme guilt to be around your family, to put up with your family, to struggle through whatever hell your family puts you through in the name of this is my family, whatever. But genuinely, there are people in your family that will show up for you no matter what. Like, my sister is having her matric farewell now, and I asked people in my family, I asked my auntie, can you please get my sister a car? Auntie, can you please do this? Auntie, can you please this? Can you please send us money for this? I asked the people because she can't see my family doesn't develop for me help. Make it make sense. This is something that, okay, I don't wanna, if you're watching this video and you feel like the shoe fits, I don't wanna hurt your feelings. Ik say it, but ik think. Okay, so
This, be nice. I'm finding it.
okay, I'm just gonna say it. I was right to break up with every single person that I broke up with. I was right, and I should have done it sooner, and I shouldn't have wasted that much time, and I was right. So to elaborate on this, everyone that I've ever dated before is like back home. Here, the first person that I've dated is my current partner. Okay, that's the only person that I've like been in a relationship with since I left home. When I came here, I wasn't in a relationship with anyone except like that one idiot. It wasn't even a relationship, but that one person that almost made me lose my mind. But yeah, apart from that, my boyfriend is the only man, my partner, my spouse is the only man I've been with since I left home. And I'm telling you, a real death.
Yeah, this one is a real death.
These guys are still the same. These guys are still the same. They are still living the same life. They are still doing the same things. They did not improve. They did not grow. They did not develop. They did not. Next. Kapepo. Next. And when I was there, I was so young, and these people were gaslighting me and said the gaslighting what I did. And number man. These people were gaslighting me like I don't believe in them, I don't want to fight for the relationship, I'm just expecting too much from them. Is it now because they are not working? Hey, it was in my mood and gaslight. And that time I was also unemployed, like on paper, but I was self-employed, right? I had my nail business and I was making bank from my nail business, guys. I was working so hard, and I used to literally, I remember when I went back home, the memory started coming back. But I remember I would be doing nails so much that I would like file the skin open on my fingers from all the filing. I remember how I would like have little sleep. I would get like 6 hours of sleep, or sometimes 4 hours, because after my customers leave, then I would have to clean my place for tomorrow. And my appointment started as early as 7 in the morning. So I'd have to wake up at 6 to shower and eat and get everything ready, make my bed and all that stuff, so that I can receive my first customer at 7. Because sometimes they come at 6:45, you know, then I have to be ready to open the door. So when I was doing all that stuff, I was really feeling like I want someone by my side who's also doing the work, you know, who's also going as hard as I am, and like also as perseverant and also as dedicated. I felt like that's what I deserved, and I felt like these people were not doing that, and they were not gonna go anywhere, and I was not gonna go anywhere if I stayed around messing with them. But Sanjay, it was gaslight, miskat, it was gaslight. It was gesê ek is 'n slegte vrou mens, ek is wat, en ek verwag te veel van mense af, en wat se goede, only for me to go back and it's all the same. It's all the same. It never changed. It was all a lie. It was all a lie.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
I didn't really overextend myself financially when I went back home, because I listened to a lot of people when they're going back home. I listened to their stories and the things that they say when they go back home. A lot of people were telling me how they took credit cards, how they like went and they overspent back home, and they did all those things just to go and make their families happy and spend money and stuff. Number one, I didn't tell people that I went home, because I knew that me going home or me announcing that I'm going home, people are going to expect me to come home with something big. Like, because usually in African cultures, if you leave the house and you come back with something big. Like, you come back with a child, or you come back to get married, or you come back with your degree, or you come back with something, you know, like to show your family. And you come back with moolah to come and spend on people. You come to buy meat, you come to buy alcohol, you come to make parties, you come to help people renovate their houses. Like, you basically come and be the Bill Gates of the family. And I said, you know what, I'm not gonna tell anybody. I'm gonna be a real vambo, and I'm just gonna show up at the door like Warakat. Ginyan Coco. I just showed up, my dear. I went home and I just went there, surprised my family, showed up. I didn't tell anyone I was coming that day. I just told them like I'm coming tomorrow, but I was coming today. I went to surprise them. Shook, everybody was shook. We stayed, we chilled. I had a nice birthday. Like, literally for my birthday celebration, all we did was my mom bought cake. Junior had already bought me cake. Literally, my mom bought like a crate of beers. We sat outside on the stoop. We played music. We drank the crate. Went to sleep. Save for me, I see a perfect birthday celebration. It was lit. We vibed out, we listened to music, it was lekker, we went to sleep. It was nice. My sister cooked, I think, also that day, so we ate nice food. Like, no big thing, no big thing. That was it. And I didn't want more than that, because I didn't want to overextend ourselves. I didn't want to go buy unnecessary food and then we make 20 salads and then the rest goes bad in the fridge. None of that. None of that. None of that. Oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful. Anyways, yeah, I didn't go overextend myself, and I think it's very important to start enforcing and also allowing other people to enforce boundaries when it comes to like African families. I feel like we don't allow each other to say no, and we use a lot of emotional blackmail, like, oh, now you went to Germany, you don't care about us, things like that. That is emotional blackmail, and you need to understand that this person went for themselves. Maybe if you guys, I would understand if you guys decided as a family you are putting money together. For me, only my mother is the only person on this earth who can say with her mouth, as made that what me can da, as made that what me can so market, because my mother is the only person who put her neck on the line for me. My mom is the only person who would say, I don't have money, but I'm gonna make a plan. My mom is the only person who said, you know what, ek sal nou hike te gaan verkoop met my beeste, laat ek vir jou geld stuur. So the rest, we can go and chew stones for all I care. My mom is the only person on this earth that can genuinely say, if it wasn't for me, my child wouldn't have made it in life. The rest, zero. And I try every time to at least make my mom feel special. I try to always make my mom feel good. Even when I went back, I bought her things that she liked, that I know that she would like, because I didn't also have a lot of money. But yeah, genuinely, family over everything, bro. And also especially the families that put in the effort in you. So don't feel bad if you can't provide for people. Like, also you have to learn that people are adults, my dear. If your cousin is having 7 kids and she's asking you for money because the kid's dad doesn't want to do what, that's her and her kid's dad problem. They are also adults. At what point are people going to become responsible for the decisions that they make? Because we are never going to go anywhere. We are never going to be able to build our lives if we constantly have to send money back home to help with things that are not even important. I'm sending money back home to help you buy a handbag, to buy shoes, to buy a wig, to go to a concert, to go to Uncle Waffles. the geld is needed for important things. I can send you money to buy a new stove or a new microwave of it, but I cannot just send you money because you want to drink. Please. Me self, ek drink eens nie. Ek drink die juice in my huis. Ek het die juice in my ijskassie. Ek het die bier in my ijskassie. Ek het die eens wyn in my ijskassie. Ek sit en drink net water van ek wil geld spaar. Nou moet ek vir jou my geld stuur, laat jy weet jou as ek gaan koop. Hou toch op in my phone en mors. Before I get worked up. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do send it to a friend if you liked it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up to let me know how much you liked it. And don't forget to let me know your thoughts down below. Bly veilig, raak wees en wat? Pas jou op.